Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and today I'm doing a quick review for Cyber Citizen Shockman on Xbox. Now, this is the first game in the Shockman series, and it was originally released on the PC Engine in Japan, but it never came to Western shores. But thanks to Ratalaika Games and Shinyuden, it's now being ported over to modern consoles, including the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. And it marks the beginning of the entire sort of lineup bar Shockman 2 coming to console very soon. I believe Shockman 2 had previously been released, but bar that, this is the first time all of the series has ever been brought to the West on console, which is great for retro fans. Now, this is a classic retro platforming game in which you play as either a boy or a girl across 18 different stages, and you basically work your way through the stages on like a map, and you can pick and choose which stages to complete in which order, working your way up to the final boss. Now, there are a whole host of quality of life improvements here compared to the original games. So you're getting rewind and fast forward functions, which are great. There's an added image gallery, which includes like scans of like the manuals and stuff like that, and some like artwork and stuff. There's a brand new English translation, or you can play the original Japanese version, as well as an English and Japanese user interface. The game also features save states, so if you don't want to get through it in one sitting, you're more than able to do it. And there is like a CRT filter mode as well if you want it to look really retro. There's also a sort of like, I'd say, accessibility options. You can basically switch it so you take no damage. If you just want to play through the game and experience all the levels, then you can switch that on. And I'm more than grateful for companies who, with these new like re-releases of classic games, they're putting these sort of options in, because like a lot of old games, they were rock hard because they were so short. But some people just want to experience all the levels, and it gives you a choice. You might not be able to play like at the sort of speed needed to for some of these classic arcade games. So being able to take the hits but still enjoy the game is great. Now, at the end of each of the levels, you'll fight a boss. These vary between like variations of a three-headed dragon boss and then like a robot that fires missiles. Other than that, they are pretty much the same. However, there are slight differences. Some take more damage, some of them teleport around, some of them are invisible completely. That sort of thing. But there are only two sort of main types of bosses. The enemies, they do vary between stages, and there are a variety of different stages to play through. There's 18 levels, but there are only so many sort of themes for the level, so you will feel a bit of repetition there. Now, the character design and main illustrations for the games were created by a famous mangaka called Sue Urabe. Apologies if I have butchered that. However, like I say, they've done a great job. It's all bright, colourful. They have amazing sort of 2D sprites and stuff like that. Now, the game does suffer from being like feeling like a PC Engine game. It's a bit chunky, a bit clunky. The platforming isn't ideal, especially in some sections where there'll be like rockets coming straight at you from off the screen, and you can either jump over them or you can hit them. Sometimes you'll hit them fine, other times your attack just misses them completely, even though you've done it exactly the same point, and it'll hit you. And sometimes with a jump in, it's exactly the same. Now, you will get money as you progress through the stages by collecting items from killing enemies and stuff like that, and you can use this to be spent on recovering your life or upgrading your weapons, basically. So there's a reason to sort of play all of the levels across the game to get the more powerful attacks and stuff like that. Will help you with the last boss. I did end up trying to play the game without the unlimited health, but I'm not going to lie, it didn't go well. I got for about 4 levels at most. It's quite a difficult game. There's like enemies at all points. There's loads of sort of jumping sections. There's like environmental hazards and stuff. It just throws it at you, and with the clunky jumping and stuff like that, there's only sort of like, it's like a 2-button game for a jump and attack and then movement. it is quite difficult. So I just wanted to get to the end of the game, and I enjoyed my time there. Like I say, I like that I could switch between the two characters. I like that there was different enemies, different areas, and stuff like that. And I like some of the variations of the bosses. However, I would like to have seen a bit more variety in the designs of the bosses. But like I said, this was a PC Engine game, so I wasn't expecting it to be like amazing in like the best side-scrolling action side-scrolling action shooter game I'd ever played, basically. Now, the game itself is also a very easy 1000 gamer score. You just have to complete each level to unlock an achievement. So if you played it through, you'll get through it within an hour, I would say, to get that full 1000 gamer score. Now, the game's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, optimized for Xbox Series X and S, and I played it on an Xbox Series X as well. It was released on the 19th of May 2023, and I was provided a copy of the game by Ratalaika Games, so big thank you to them for that. Now, the game is priced at £5.99 normally, but it's currently on sale at £4.79 on like a launch sale. So if you are interested, you want to play some retro goodness, something I'd never heard of until I saw this, and I am looking forward now to playing the rest of them as they're released. It's a franchise I've never heard of, and now I want to play them all and see how they progressed as they went on. It's at a low price. It's great when they re-release these like classic retro games and they're not at like 30 quid and stuff like that. It's a great price point, gives you a reason to go and try it, and a first time for us in the West as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.